T says, I'm 19 years old, male from London. Okay. And T says, I go through times where my HOCD doesn't bother me as much as times where it is really bad. That's how it is. What do you think HOCD is? It's like diarrhea. Sometimes it's watery, running, it just can't stop the damn thing. Sometimes it feels like, okay, I got it under control. Sometimes it's like, okay, it's not there. I'm good. I can go play football or soccer or whatever. And then sometimes you're in the middle of a play and say, shit, I gotta go home and it's feels like I gotta go poo. That's exactly what HOCD is. But you guys are so naive that you think just because something shows up in the screen of your head, oh my God, my head, my brain, that's me, that's deity, that's my God, that's my leader, that's what it says, that's my intelligence. It's all bullshit. your, your brain is an organ. I don't understand. Like, I have blood pressure, and I know that the reason it's not uh, being as it always was, even though I've lived healthy, I don't smoke, I don't drink, I don't do any drugs, I exercise all my life, and I've been an athlete all my life, and I eat proper, I don't eat junk, yet I've got blood pressure. So why? Because the kidney is not doing its job as it's supposed to. It's an organ, malfunctions. Now I gotta find herbs or whatever, and I hate these medicines because they have their own side effects, but I have no choice. I have to take it sometimes. So, what I'm trying to get at is that you have different organs, and each organ can malfunction or can remain healthy. When it's healthy, everything's great. When it's malfunctioning, you recognize and you find the problem and try to solve it rather than say, oh, my kidney is not working, so that's me. No, it's your kidney. You don't want to have blood pressure. It's your kidney that's malfunctioning. You don't want to have HOCD. It's your brain that is malfunctioning. So you need to understand that just as the kidney is not you, the liver is not you, intestine is not you, your brain is not you. Therefore, it malfunctions, and I got to deal with the malfunction, help it to come back to heal, help it to come back to health, help it to come back to its default setting instead of thinking, oh, it's no different than thinking television is your center for education all the time in all its program. So no matter what shows up on the screen, I have to believe it. No, it just happens to be in your room, happens to be on the screen. But what's on the screen, it's got so much shit in it that you got to be able to tell the difference. You make choices and vetoes on the channel and the program, not to believe everything that shows up. Same thing with your brain. It's a television station. It comes up with all kind of programs that you've got nothing to do with it and no interest. You got to change the channel. Sometimes you can't. The remote is not there, it just stays there. So just don't pay attention to the goddamn thing. Read a book, do some other things. That can be in the background. But as long as you understand that is not you and that is not your choice, then you veto it and you pay attention to whatever else you can pay attention until it runs out of battery. It shuts off. The electricity shuts off. The program ends. It runs its course. In the meantime, help your brain to learn new proper habits that is designed for your inclination, your programming, your gender, your preference, your choice. Rather than believing whatever it says, oh, I must not be attracted anymore. I must be something else now. And then what are you going to do? Next time is going to tell you you're something else. Because this is not limited to heterosexuals, HOCD. It hits homosexuals, heterosexual, whatever you are, it hits you as if you're not what you are, what you've always been, and what you want to be. So it's just a malfunction and a disorder in every human being, regardless of their gender. So don't think it's giving you any knowledge that you didn't know. Oh, I must have been this all my life. No, you've been gay all your life. Then it's hitting you with the HOCD, hitting you with that you're heterosexual. You've been heterosexual all your life. That's your preference. It's going to hit you with opposite of what you're, that you're gay. Neither one is you. Is the brain malfunctioning, giving you shit, and you just have to teach you the lesson by, what happens when someone keeps talking, and you respond and you enter in the conversation, but you see that this person doesn't get it, and it's not in line with your values. It's not, you don't have things in common. You're not interested in that conversation. What do? Keeps yapping, yapping, yapping. You stop responding. When you don't respond, eventually that person yaps less because there's nothing coming back, eventually moves on and shuts up because there is no reciprocation. That reciprocation is the energy you give to the brain's topic when it spits something out. The way you deal with this, the way that Dr. Schwartz, Dr. Philipson, Dr. Janweiner, they all have taught us. You try to recognize what it is. Oh, that's intrusive thought. That's not me. That's HOCD. That's not me. You recognized it, you labeled it to what it is, and you focus on what it is that your choice is, and your preference is, and your values are. You keep doing that. If that does that a million times, you do the same thing a million times. Until through neuroplasticity, it learns that engagement is not there. Like the person that you don't pay attention to eventually reduces his rhetorics and discussions and questions and shuts down and disappears. And if it ever comes back again you put the same treatment and again shuts down and goes away. Same thing with the brain. So as long as you constantly give value and attention and importance and credit to what the hell somebody says or what your brain suggests, then you constantly encourage the brain to keep becoming better at giving bullshit and conjuring up with nonsense that is not your choice. So says, I have known in my guts this isn't me at all for the past 2 years. Okay, good. Says, but my brain is not allowing me to. So that's what it is. You think your brain is not allowing you. I'm just saying it's not up to the brain to allow you or not allow you. You live by your choices and your vetoes. You're above the brain. There are aspects of you and the mind that the brain cannot even reach. You are the judge of the brain, not follower of the brain. So it doesn't matter what it says. Don't say it doesn't allow me. So it's just saying it interferes. Like I want to read a book or watch a program, and the music or the construction noise is constantly there, doesn't let me focus on what I'm doing. That's odd. But the construction noise doesn't tell you, I don't allow you to read your book or watch your program. It's just an interruption, intrusive. It's a distraction that you need to close the window or go somewhere else and read your book or watch your program. In other words, you got to recognize that that's a disturbance, not a decree or permission or lack of permission or how it should be. It's brains talking shit. Brain sound, distraction, statics. Says, I also keep on getting sexual HOCD intrusive thoughts almost every time I want to think nice sexual thoughts about women. Yeah, I know. That's how it works. You see, you seem to think that the problem with most of people, sufferers of HOCD, is that they think that their brain is a logical thing. Like it can understand that since I'm not interested in this, why are you keep talking about it, brain? Please be quiet. You think the brain understands? The brain is going through a disorder, a malfunction. You're expecting the same brain, the same organ that is malfunctioning, which is a malfunctioning brain in this particular juncture. You expect the malfunctioning brain to solve your question and your command and your complaint with a malfunctioning brain, with a malfunctioning quality. It's like saying, I have a measuring apparatus, I have a electrical measuring gadget to measure or calibrate something, some machine, my engine. But I now know that the calibration machine is faulty. It's malfunctioning. So, but I expect the same malfunctioning, faulty gadget, tell me what's wrong with it. It's malfunctioning. It cannot tell you there's anything wrong with it. It thinks the way it thinks. It shows your engine not being the engine that you designed it for. And you believe the malfunctioning gadget that is giving you wrong information about your engine, and you expect the malfunctioning gadget to fix its malfunctioning by telling it, really? Is that what I am? You know it's malfunctioning, but you're asking for assurance from the brain to tell you, yeah, I'm wrong. You're right. It's malfunctioning. It cannot see it's wrong. I don't know if I can make it clear. I don't know if I can make you guys understand that you're believing a malfunctioning brain just because it shows whatever it shows in that gadget. Let's say you have a gadget that is not working and you measure some kind of a design, engineering design, and it gives you certain readings that you know it's not correct because the way it's designed is for something else. And then you want this malfunctioning gadget to fix itself by itself while it's malfunctioning. That's what you expect because you keep asking the malfunctioning gadget what is correct. Don't ask it. It's malfunctioning. You know what you are, you know the choices, veto what the malfunctioning gadget says, and just keep using the engine for what you've designed it for. That's, I guess, the best I can put it in right now. Subscribe on my channel, visit my channel, and go through the videos that you might be interested in. Mind that seekstruth.com is making it one step away to talk to me one-on-one on Skype and discuss what's concerning you. I'll talk to you soon.